morning, my dear AP DPT team members. Today, I am very happy and feel honored having the chance to talk about one of the core value, serious talk, which initiated by AP leadership team. Today, the subject I want to share with you is how to provide and receive honest feedback in a constructive way. How to provide and receive feedback in a constructive way. First, I would like to talk about how to provide positive feedback. Think about it. What if someone very significant in your life or someone could impact your career department only provide you the feedback once per year? I don't think this is fair to you or to the team members. My belief is not only the supervisor or manager have the right to provide the feedback. Every one of us can learn this skill and apply it in your life. I think our team members, just like other SBU's employees, we work very, very hard, day in and day out, trying to deliver the positive feedback to our SBU in Asia. So they deserve our attention, they deserve you as a supervisor or as a colleague to provide the positive feedback. The feedback should be done by a regular basis, not once per year. Once per year, actually, it's more like turning into the feedback into the criticism. People will say, oh, now it's by the end, the year, so my manager is coming to me trying to rate me or trying to decide my rating or IPF in the system. That's not fair. So the most powerful way is you constantly providing the feedback to your team members or your coworkers. I think I would like to offer, at least today, 3 ways when you provide positive feedback. The first one is recognize individual performance. Recognize individual performance. I think employees like you and me, we are asked to perform the test by a team basis. But I think our employee or team member also will feel good if you could recognize specifically what's their performance, appreciate their contribution. That would make them very good. Second, is you need to offer a very specific example when they provide a positive feedback. A general term like nice work to us probably is too vague. We need to give them specific example. For example, you could say, I thought you did an excellent job on handling the argument in the meeting yesterday. Or another example could be, hey, I think you are doing a great job when we out for a customer call 2 days ago. You managed the customer pretty well. You managed the emotion, lead them to listen to our product value proposition. The third one would be, please be sincere. Sometimes I think, like Americans say, lip service, or you provide an empty praise, it's even worse than no praise at all. So speaking from your heart, your team member will feel that they would really appreciate your feedback is very genuine and must deliver in a way that very neutral and comfort to both of you. So again, I want to also emphasize that in Asia, when we provide the positive feedback, due to some cultural difference, we need to be very sensitive. All right. So let me do a small summarize here. Providing the positive feedback, 3 tips. Recognize individual performance. Second is offer specific example. The third one is being sincere, speaking from your heart. The next subject I want to share with you is receive the feedback. I think providing the feedback on the other way is receiving the feedback. In Asia, again, I want to emphasize the culture is different. Not every people like to receive the feedback. Some people has the bias on that, so we have to be very, very sensitive on this. So when you try to receive the feedback, my tips today is the first one: find trustworthy resources of the feedback. In Asia, when we are not really good used to receiving some feedback, so it's easy to get the blind side by our own weakness, because in Asia people tend to be polite, right? When we were in the school, we are encouraged not to create a conflict. We want harmony, right? Not like American culture, actually asking student or employee having a constructive debate in a meeting or in a classroom. So when you want to receive the feedback, you need to find someone you really trust to get that feedback. Then this person you talk to, he or she will give you very honest feedback that would allow you to improve your performance. This next one, again, is stick with specific. You want to get some feedback, when you ask questions, you also need to be specific, right? If you don't ask what you actually want, or if you don't describe the situation, what really happened. For example, if you want to ask my feedback for this deal, you need to tell me the background, you need to tell me what's going on in the deal negotiation. Therefore, I could provide you, at least from my view, based on my experience, adequate feedback, allowing you to cut a deal or to build a relationship, intimate relationship with customers. The last one is I want to emphasize again is tailor the feedback to the person. Be sensitive. Why? Because you might work with people very sensitive, very emotional. You may work with people very so-called calm, silent, very mature way. So different people you talk to, you need to be sensitive about tailoring the feedback to the person. And this is all what I want to share with you, receiving the feedback. Again, 3 tips. Find someone trustworthy to get the source of the feedback. Next one will be stick with specific questions, asking for specific feedback on your performance on the situation. The third one is tailor the feedback to the person. Again, when you learn the feedback, you need to do that. This is so the learning the feedback I would like to share with you. Hope you find my talk today is very valuable for your career in DuPont, also having a chance to apply in your life. Thank you.